All right. In today's video, it is going to be an interesting topic. So this topic probably is not being like typically discussed on the internet. However, for people coming from different database background, people may ask, given a database image, backup image, how does SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio, generate the database restore scripts? Basically, people wondered why SSMS smart enough to do this. Okay, so basically, SSMS it is read this the backup image and find out what is the source database name, what is the source database file layout, and what is the destination data file is going to be, and then generate those scripts and execute. Either execute by SSMS or using SQL CMD, whichever way to execute the scripts. So this is kind of unique to the SQL Server. Other databases have the similar thing, but not that easy. However, to satisfy our curiosity, let's see how SSMS doing such things behind the screen. Okay, so in today's demo, we're gonna use the wide word importers database to illustrate. Okay, so this is the very good sample database provided by Microsoft. Okay, so we're going to download this database from GitHub, and there's a typo, and then connect the SQL Server using SSMS. And then we'll generate the restore script. After that, we will review this, what is exactly being done behind the screen by the SSMS. Okay, so let's get started. So for today's demo, I have two servers. One it is Windows server, one is Linux. We will demo separately. So let's get started as Windows server. Okay. So let's start with first we need to download this database image. Okay, so let's go to Google. So we're gonna do a quick search. It's called wide world importers database download. Okay, so they give us the Microsoft page. And go to this one, they will see the download. Okay, so this is the importer source. Yeah, this is the importer download GitHub. Okay, so this is the backup we're going to download. Okay, so I'm gonna use a command line to download. Okay, so we can just download here, and to make it relatively easy, I'm going to use the curl to do the download, because curl can be used either on Windows or Linux. Okay, so I'm going to copy this link. So now I'm going to go to a let me exit this command window. So I'm going to cd to my C drive. Okay, so let's see, I'm going to go a location called temp. So let's download this backup. So the curl command is going to curl -L. So you give the internet location, and then minus capital O. So this is going to just download this backup, this one. Wide world importers minus full backup. So it's downloaded. It's about 35 megabytes. Okay, so it is in this location on this Windows box W22. Okay, and the size of it is 127 megabytes. So we're gonna use this. Okay, so let's launch the SSMS. Okay, so I'm gonna launch the SSMS. So I'm going to go ahead to connect the database engine. So let me connect the W22. So I'm going to use Windows authentication. And so let's look at, so this is the database I have. So I'm going to, let's perform a restore, okay? So restore the database. This is SSMS, okay? And we're gonna pick up a device, and then from here, so from these three dots, we're going to see backup media file and add. As we said, we're gonna we put into the C drive in the temp location, right? So this is the one we just downloaded. So I'm gonna click this, OK and OK. So then after that, and we will take a quick look. You see, it says the database name called, this is actually the source database name, and this is the destination. Of course, you can change. You don't have to use the name, right? Because if you want to like a clone or make a copy of existing database, so you don't have to keep the change. Okay, so however, if you look at the file, so you will see this is original file name. This is the logic, or this is at the source. If I expand this, you can see originally this file was created at the D drive. Okay, so that is whatever the people who did the backup and save it. So the original database is on the D drive. So on the restore server, you see SSMS based on the destination server and generate this file layout. For there's a two data file goes to the U drive, and one log file goes to the L drive. Okay, so I just label it as user data. Okay, and this in-memory data is a file stream, a file type, also goes to the U drive. The question is how SSMS knows these things. They must have something, some like algorithm or methodology SSMS generate based on the given database information. Okay, so we will figure it out later. So if we, let's see, look at what the script is going to be, so we can click this one. So you can see it, okay? So basically it says restore database, the database name, right? From the disk. So wherever we specify, and then they're gonna say move. So move, this is logic name, and to this physical name, okay? So this is how it is being generated. Let's see. And then after that, if we want to do the restore, we can go ahead to restore, okay? So if you don't want the same name, for example, if you say, I want to change the name, you can go back to, let's see, you can go back to the SQL Server, and where it is here. Yeah, here. So if you say, okay, I want to use a short name. Let's see what we call it, WWI. Okay. So if we change this, then we look at the script again, you will find something changed because right now, you see early we if we look back to the files, you can see not this one. Let me close this one. Another window, okay? Not this one. Yeah, this one. So general file on this one. Let me change it to C WWI. Okay, WWI. Use a short name. And then on the files, you can see the file name also changed. Originally, they called Wide Word Importers MDF, and this is the source. On the destination, they will just change the file name with the short. Okay, so that is the built-in algorithm SSMS SSMS will do. Okay, so that is the so our goal is to see how we can do the same as SSMS. So basically, we want to know what is behind the screen it's doing. Okay, so that is what I'm gonna cancel this one. Let me minimize this one. Let me connect to another one. Okay. Before I connect to another one, let me go to the Linux server. Okay. So I'm gonna SSH root at 09. That is my Linux server. So I'm gonna cd to /temp. So we're gonna run same command, but this time it is on Linux server side. Okay, so I'm gonna do the curl and like download the sim backup. You see, this is the backup image. It doesn't matter which way you do. You can use the web browser download and upload to here, or use wget. There's so many ways to, but I just use the same curl to, did either the Windows or Linux. Okay, so now it's ready for us to do the same thing for the on Linux. Okay, so for Linux, I'm gonna use SQL Server authentication with the SA as a user. So I connect to my Linux box. Right now there's nothing, so let's do the same thing. We're gonna see restore database. And then we're gonna check the device, and then from here we're gonna see add. So what I'm going to do is we're gonna look at the /temp where we download the file. Okay, so here is the /temp. Okay, so this is the file we download. Okay, so click. Okay, so this is the what the SSMS generated for the Linux case. So for the Linux case, if we click on the files, now you can see it on the source. It's the same, okay? It's D drive. However, you see for the restore as, this is the destination, they use the Linux format, /var, /opt, those things, and like this one. The question is how SSMS knows these things, okay? So that is the purpose of this topic. Probably, it's not, I don't know how much usefulness for this one, but mainly it is a study, so we know learn something behind the screen. In certain situation, if you don't have the SSMS to do this, you can try yourself. Okay, so like for example, in the DevOps situation, you might just write a script to do this. All right, so now we have three things needed to figure it out. Okay, so let's see the third thing. The third thing is this one. So why this SSMS it restored to this location? That is controlled by the default file location. Okay, so let me cancel this one. Before that, let's also do a generate script. Okay, so you can see it. Cancel this. So this is the Linux format. Okay, you see everything they move to the single location. Okay, slash var slash opt slash my MSSQL slash data. Okay, so the question is how SSMS know this. So actually, what SSMS do, it's basically they look at the destination database and find the default location. Okay, so typically we right click, look at the property, and go to the database setting. You can see it, database default location. So that is where SSMS to decided where to go. So basically, on the third step, they connect the destination database and find the default location and then play laid out this file location of the destination. Okay. So similarly, let's go to the Windows. It's the same thing because on Windows, if I right click in my situation, go to the database setting, you see the Windows, I have two drives. The U drive is for data, L for log. That is why those source file was put into, depending on the source file, it is data file or log file and goes to these two folders, okay, or drives. Okay, so that is the third thing. So we know the MS is SSMS to find those information. So the default location. So regarding the database name, in this case, wide word, the source name, and also those logical name and physical name. So that is coming from the, it's called restore header. So let's do a Google search, okay? What does restore header mean? So restore header is basically, it is just read the backup image and find the information about what the information contained in the database header. Okay, so let me do a Google search. It's called restore header only. Okay, in SQL Server. So that is a T-SQL. So basically says restore statement header only. Okay, so this is says return a result set containing all database header information for given database backup set or all database backups on a particular backup device in SQL Server. Okay, so basically behind the screen, SSMS is going to run this statement. Okay, restore header only. So they need to connect to the database and run this command and read the backup file to get this information. On the bottom, we can see an example. You see, restore header only from disk and then the location. So it's, although they use the keyword restore, right? It's really just read or extract, the header information. So for people new to SQL Server, it may be scary because it's a restore. Is that going to be like causing damage to the current database? No, it should just read the backup image. Okay, let's run this command. So let's see what we're gonna get. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this command, go back to the SSMS. Okay, so let's do the Windows first. Okay, so in the Windows, let's do a new query. So I'm gonna open new query and run this command. Paste. Okay, so in our case, we know it is we put into C drive in the temp folder. Okay, so we're gonna in the temp location, then do a backup backslash. So let's see what is the file we already on this one. Wide word import. Okay, so let's copy this one and paste here. Okay, Control V. So let's run this one. So execute. So once we run this, you see we got those information. We have the backup name and the user who performed the backup. That is when the user cut this image and upload it to the GitHub. Okay, so that is the user's desktop name, the database name. So you see we have more information, lots of like the LSN, those kind of backsides. So those information is not in the SSMS with the general script. They only pick up the information they need, the database name. So that is first thing. So what about the second piece, the file layout? What is the database file, log file, those kind of things. The second piece of information, it is called the file list only. So this is this command, okay? Restore file list only. Okay, let's go to the bottom and we can see a example similar. It just only changed from whatever the header only to file list only. So we're gonna change this one. So we're gonna remove this header to file list. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna run this. Now you can see it. So that is the second piece. So SSMS is going to run this command and get those information. They will get the logic name of the database and database files, the physical name, you see, okay, and file group is primary, like user data, different file group, okay. And after that, some other information on this list. But what is important, it is these two information: logic name, corresponding physical name. So now let's connect these three pieces of information together. Okay, so the three pieces of information through this demo we learned is first thing. So we use the restore header only. So we use this command to get the database name, right, from the backup. So this is the first piece of information. The second piece of information, we're gonna use this command. Either if we do manually ourselves or let SSMS do it. So it's going to run this command against the once you connect the database, whatever database you connect, and then run this command. So although we can't see behind the screen what SS, but we basically review that is what it has been doing. Okay, so file list only. So restore file list only. So this one is going to give us the information. It's like logical name of those files and also the physical name. Okay, so this information is needed. After that, so it is the default location. So this default location, default location of the data files, and so that is destination. Connect to the destination database, right? So reading destination database from their catalogs, destination, and database catalog. So basically, three pieces of information, and based on these three pieces of information, so SSMS is going to construct the restore script. So for people like us, if we want to manually, we also need the same thing. We need these three pieces of information, and then we write a script. Either on Windows using PowerShell, or in the Linux we use Bash to to construct the T-SQL. For the destination location, we don't have to use the default location. We have freedom. If we have, like on the Linux, you plan to restore into a different file system, you can do that as long as the file system being created and the user have the access. Okay, I hope similar for the Windows. Okay, for the Windows, although in this case we have U drive user data alpha data. So if we want to install different, like restore to a different location, as long as you have the drives available, then you can do it as well. Okay, so all right, so I think that's all for today, and hopefully we learn something through this like explore process. Okay, all right, so that's for today.